So first of all, let me start and maybe describe how Philadelphia uses innovation, because innovation is in vogue, and sometimes it's really misunderstood. So we try to position the Chief Innovation Officer role and all the various other roles like Chief Data Officer, Civic Technology, and Urban Mechanics as we're really matchmakers. So we go out and figure out how to get two different like-minded entities to kind of bump and connect, so that one good idea can bump another good idea and produce some excellent outcomes. This is intentional and deliberate because we're really after innovating with intent. We want most of our innovation, if not all of our innovation, to result in improving, adding positive change and improving the lives of Philadelphians, whether you visit here, live here, or work here. So some of the things that that are on the horizon, we're talking about creating an innovation lab, which is sort of a combination of a physical space and some virtual collaboration tools, where we can actually bring together startup community, government folks, private community, and the not-for-profit. Bring them together with working on some real pressure points that government is facing, exposing data sets that government collects as sort of a matchmaker, and getting sort of a collaborative effort around solving, sort of crowdsourcing that issue and working through to produce solutions in a shorter time frame and with real feedback. To support this whole concept of an innovation lab, we're also creating the concept of an innovation academy, where we can take some of the 12 to 15 of the most likely to be innovators in city government and run them through a real structured program. We've partnered with the Philadelphia University here locally, and teach them sort of innovation principles, how to manage the ideation process, how do you score and rank the ideas and get the best ones to bubble to the top and then take them to successful outcomes. So we're pretty excited about those two programs coming together to kind of brand Philadelphia as an innovation-friendly city, but also begin to change the culture internally about embracing innovation and risk-taking. So 3D printing is really going to create an opportunity where all that stuff is there's going to be a lot of waste generated. So somebody's got to figure out what to do with all the stuff that was created by 3D printers. So that could be an area where I think an entrepreneurial company could come in and could think of, well, how do I start a business around that? Other areas where we're in a city as large as Philadelphia, the 5th largest city, as we begin to put sensors in the legacy built environment, there's going to be a lot of data acquisition. We're going to be collecting a lot of data, and that data is going to have volume and velocity, which are the two characteristics of big data. So we're going to need to get really adept at how do we sift through that data and develop some meaningful information and knowledge. And at the same time, to be able to consume that much amount of data means that we need to start thinking of GIS as the preferred visualization tool for all that big data. Yeah, absolutely. So best advice I can give Chief Innovation Officers to be, or current ones, is make sure that you are addressing things that make people uncomfortable, because that's probably where the opportunity is. Make sure that you're solving a real problem, preferably something that's in the neighborhood or in the community. Align the innovative technology or the innovative agenda alongside some real business opportunities. Be on the lookout for opportunities to really be the matchmaker. Bring different communities together. You gain power by giving up power. You have to really believe in those concepts, and it's not necessarily about mobile apps or hackathons. It's great that you have them, but that's not what it's all about. It's all about innovating with intent and figuring out how do I, add positive change and create a legacy behind me where innovation doesn't stop, when I decide to do something new or different.